Good evening, ladies and gents, and welcome to the Q8Pilot Channel on both YouTube and Twitch. It is 1700 Zulu, 2000 hours local time here in Kuwait City. We have today with us Lewis, and we have also Flupos. Welcome aboard, guys. Glad to have you here with us this evening. Hello, Thomas. Welcome aboard. Good evening to you. I had a wonderful Christmas. I hope you had the same. Happy holidays to all of you. Today, ladies and gents, we are going to be flying the recently released freeware LevelUP 737NG service from Jackson, Mississippi to William Hobby Airport in Houston, Texas. Now, we are going to be also testing out AutoOrtho and SayIntentions. This time around, I will provide you with a showcase of SayIntentions for those of you who do not wish to speak with the AI and they'd like to have everything automated and have the co-pilot take care of the communications. We still can have fun with the cabin crew and the first officer, so that's exactly what we're going to be doing today. So let's go ahead. Dougal Mektevish, welcome aboard. Glad to have you here. Benjamin George Jr., welcome aboard. We have also Tough Break, welcome aboard. Glad to have you here with us this evening. And we have also Captain Caker. Welcome, glad to have you here, my friend. Also Roy, welcome aboard from Portugal. Happy Merry Christmas to you, my friend. Hello, Raul. Welcome aboard. Fly Bry, welcome aboard. Greetings to you. McGregor, welcome aboard. Glad to have you all guys here. And let's get the show underway. Today, we have Fly2High Jackson Airport featured in this live stream. A very nice airport, and the link to it is provided in the description or through the chat command exclamation scenery. A very well developed airport, nicely done by the guys over at Fly2High. They were kind enough to provide me with a copy here to showcase here on the channel this evening, and it's going to be our departure airport. I do like the airport, very easy on the frames. It's got some really nice details inside the terminal. As you can see here, we've got the cars, you've got American and United, and you have the terminals actually also done from the inside, which is pretty cool. Yeah, there you go. That's the American terminal there, and you've got security and what have you. Very, very nice airport. Highly recommended if you like to fly in this part of the world. You will find it very easy on the frames, yet very nice, sharp, and crisp with those really nicely baked textures. Beautiful marking on the ground. Very, very detailed. Now, subject of our flight today is the 737-700 Southwest Flight 442. And overall, I do like the visuals on the LevelUP 737 more than the Zebo. The sounds are okay. The flight model is, I feel, is there's something definitely wrong with the flight model on this aircraft. I think Nightbot has gone crazy on Twitch for some reason. All right, we have, hello, Doug. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you here. Infame, welcome aboard. Glad to have you with us this evening. All right, so let's hop into the cockpit. You'll immediately notice the textures are much nicer on the LevelUP. They've done a good job. The sounds of the engines are quite nice as well. They're kind of low, but nonetheless, things are much better looking here in terms of the visuals, the textures of the the LevelUP 737. It took them a while to bring it to X-Plane 12 compatibility, but hey, it's freeware, so no complaints there. Good afternoon, BScan22. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you here with us this evening. All right, so we do have, I do have the checklists. Let me show you the audio checklist, which, let me show you here. So we do have those checklists. We can use them if you guys like. But there's quite a bit that we're going to cover in this live stream. So You guys let me know. Hello, Jet Kid. Welcome aboard. Jafar, welcome aboard. Glad to have you guys here. All right. So first thing first, we are going to come here to the electronic flight bag. It's nicely, it offers the same features, but it's got a different look and feel. So they kind of have a different skin for it. Some of the things here do not work, by the way. So we're going to go first to, actually, before we go to fuel and balance, let's go back ground services and connect the GPU. Brilliant. And we're going to head over here to the overhead panel. First, we're going to make sure that the thrust levers are in the idle position and the engine switches are on idle cutoff. The parking brake is currently set. And we're going to check here. The alternate gear is in place. And we can now go to the overhead panel. And we're going to start with the battery switch, battery on. And we're going to connect the ground power. All right. So now we have the ground power connected to the aircraft. And we can continue with our checks. So we can actually come over here. We're gonna make sure that the circuit breakers are all in, which they are. The equipment, emergency equipment, are all in. Circuit breakers here are also in. All right, excellent. So everything here checks good. And we're going to go over to the overhead panel here. We're going to test the flight data recorder. And it checks OK. Mach speed warning test number 1 and number 2. Stall warning takes a little bit of time until AC power, I think, is available. We're going to set the ADDONS to nav mode. There we go. And moving down here, we're going to set the yaw dampers to on. We're going to turn on the left aft fuel pump. And let's see here. We're going to go to emergency lights armed. We'll leave the fasten seatbelt. This one we can put on auto. We're going to turn on the window heat and turn on the hydraulic pumps. And let's see here. Everything else here looks good. And we can put this on auto. And we'll worry about the the pressure for the flight once we read the. Let's put the position light on steady, and we are now ready to board the passengers. Okay, so let's go ahead and come here to the first. Let's go to the hardware. We're going to make sure that this is on yaw, and next we're going to go to the display. Displays, no, let's see, visual effects. I want to turn off the cockpit glass because it's just really, really bad. I think it's much better this way. Don't you guys think? Hello there, Demon Trader. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you here with us. Flying the Airbus past weeks, Boeing always looks so archaic. I do like the FF777 though. Well, I don't know. I love Boeing, so okay. So let's check over here. All right, check there, uncage the display there. All right, I do have ATC chatter playing non-interactive ATC in the background. All right. Let's go ahead now and go to fuel, weight, and balance. And we are going to go to, no, not payload. No, airside services. And then next page. And then we're going to load the operational flight plan. And we have 1,351 pounds of fuel, 101 passengers, cargo, and activate. All right, it's your fuel 107. And this will automatically start the flight leg. Now, you don't have the sounds like the Zebo. And I'm not sure why they haven't implemented the sounds yet. But, yeah, the sounds are a bit lower in volume than they are on the Zebo. So, we have with us today KHOU. Hello, my friend. Is that ATC chatter? Yes, it is. All right. So while things are happening here, we can start setting up the aircraft. So we are going to come here and we're going to test Volt, wheel well, fire test is checked. And the cargo fire test is checked. All right, everything here is good. The transponder is on standby. And let's do the lights test. Right, everything here looks good to me. All right, and maybe perhaps now we can do the, stall warning. There we go. 1 and 2, and we're good. Okay, so we are ready to set up the FMC now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the cabin crew board the passengers. Cabin crew, you are good to board the passengers. All right.
Okay, Captain, we are ready to board the passengers.
All right, so the cabin crew will take care of the passengers.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now beginning the
Hello,
boarding
Omar.
process
Welcome
for our
aboard.
flight. Please have your boarding passes ready and proceed to the gate.
All right.
Thank you.
Let's go to the FMC, and we are going to go to position in it. We are going to select the departure airport Kilo Juliet Alpha November, and we're going to select the GPS position. Set that. Go to the routes page. The origin airport is KJAN. The destination is William Hobby Kilo Hotel Oscar Uniform. We are southwest 442. Come on. There we go, 442. The departure today is going to be out of 16 right. Here's our plan. We'll put this here, 16 right. And there is no SID, so it's a direct flight, direct to Alpha Echo X-ray. And then we're going to go to the route, viewing the some brief plan here. Hello, Antonio. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you here with us this evening. All right, so as you can see here to AEX, so we're going to go to the next page and direct to AEX. And then it's the arrival into William Hobby. Now, we're going to put the WAPL 6 for 13 right, but ATC may give us a different approach. That depends. So we'll just let them do whatever they want. So let me just go ahead here and go to the arrival. We are going to select the star that is in our sim brief. So the WAPL through the AX transition and the ILS 13 right. There are no transitions. We're going to activate and execute that. We're going to go to the legs page. And there is obviously they're going to vector us into jabs through Royce for runway 13 right. Okay, so zero fuel weight is 88. We're flying a bit light today. The reserves for the flight is the alternate plus final, which is 5. And the cost index is 44. Cruise altitude is 36,000 feet. The cruise wind is 225.63. And the ESA temperature is 4. Transition altitude in the US of A is 18,000 feet. Hector, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Larry Gopnik, welcome aboard, my friend. Glad to have you here. Popping in to say I love your YouTube content. Glad to catch you live here. Welcome aboard, my friend. Glad to have you here. Welcome. All right. So we're going to go to N1 and we're going to select the, actually, let's derate there. 92.5 is good. And it's selected climb 1. And let's go to the takeoff. We're going to select flaps 5 for the departure. CG is 21.7. That gives us a trim of 5 units and a V1 of 107, 107, and 17. Wow, pretty light, huh? Let's make sure our trim is set to 5 and 107 here. Okay, we're going to set, we'll wait for ATC. All right, let's talk to our first officer here and tell him that we're ready for clearance. Hey, Brian, how are you doing today? Can we please request our clearance?
Yo, Sam, I'm doing chill, bro. I'll get that clearance for us.
Jackson Ground, RYR 274. We'd like to obtain our IFR clearance. We have hotel.
American 946 ground, runway 27 left, taxi to November. Hold for Delta.
Southwest 442, Jackson Ground, cleared to Hobby. Radar vectors Alexandria. Then as filed. Climb and maintain 36,000. Departure on 125.25 squawk 1315.
American 946.
Jackson Ground, Southwest 442, cleared to Hobby. Radar vectors AEX, then as filed. Climb and maintain flight level 360. Departure frequency is 125.25 squawk 1315.
All right.
Southwest 442, read that correct.
Southwest Airlines.
All right, we've been cleared to 36,000, which is strange. That's the final cruise altitude. And yeah, it's very strange that we've been cleared, but we have all the information. Now, all the communications will be done by the first officer for this flight. And the way you do this, if you go to the SayIntentions interface, just on the comms, you click here, and now you see it says co-pilot. All right? So that's how you do that. Okay, so let's put this away. And we are here. Let's go ahead and start the... actually, let's do the... You know what, guys? Let's do this. Maybe it's something that you guys like to see. Let's go to Fly with Lua, and we're going to go with the window. We're going to select Patrick and Lars. That's fine. And start. Okay, safety inspection.
Safety inspection checklist. Surfaces and chocks.
Checked.
Maintenance status.
Checked.
Battery.
On.
Electrical hydraulic pumps.
On.
Landing gear lever.
Down.
Ship's library.
Checked.
Safety inspection checklist completed.
All right, now I think we need to do all the checks again for this to work properly before start to the line, but let's go ahead and start
Before
it
start
anyway.
checklist to the line. IRS mode selectors.
Nav.
Gear pins.
Removed.
Light test.
Not again.
Yeah, it's...
Checked.
Oxygen.
Not again.
Right, yeah, we have to do all
Tested
these.
100%.
Yaw damper.
On.
Nav transfer and display switches.
Normal and auto.
Fuel.
Checked.
Fuel pumps.
4 pumps on.
Cabin utility, IFE and galley power.
On.
Emergency exit lights.
Armed.
Fasten belts.
This. On.
Window heat.
On.
Air conditioning.
Not again.
All right, it wants me to turn on the bleeds. No.
PEX auto. Bleeds
There.
on.
Pressurization.
Right, pressurization is 36,000 feet, so let me just double check here. 36 is done.
Set.
Yeah.
Pressurization mode selector.
Auto.
Instruments.
Cross checked.
Auto brake.
Damn. RTO.
Hydraulics.
Normal.
Speed brake.
Down D10.
Parking brake.
Set.
Stab trim cutout switches.
Normal.
Wheel well fire warning.
Not again. Checked.
Radios, radar and transponder.
Set and
Set
stand
and
by.
stand by.
Rudder and aileron trims.
3 and 0.
Takeoff briefing.
Discussed.
PA.
Right, that is
Complete.
FMC CDU.
Set.
N1 and IAS bugs.
done. Now, the IS and N1 bugs are located here. Now, I'm not sure why it wants me to set those. We can set them to, if you click here on one and then you click here, let me show you. So this is the speed reference. If you set it here, you'll see V1, which is 107, and V rotate is 107. So we're going to set those here. I'm not sure if you can see it. It's right there. You can see that. But this is already set to auto. So I'm not sure why it complains about this.
N1 and IIS auto, V-speed set.
Stab trim.
Set.
Performance, weight and balance.
Checked.
EFB.
Airplane mode and stowed.
Phones.
Off.
Flight deck windows and cockpit door.
Not again. Closed.
Doors.
Ah, this.
All right. So the doors aren't closed yet. So what we're going to do, as you can see here, the gate is still... once we turn on the... we can go ahead and turn on the beacon light. And then we can come over here. And we can...
Passengers.
There. The door is now
Before
closed.
start checklist complete to the line.
All right. So now we can do the before start to the line. If you guys don't want me to continue this, then yeah, just please let me know and we just can be on our way. The son of the night. Hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you here. So that's SayIntentions. Way too pricey. Pilot to ATC is very similar. No. So if a pilot to ATC is not similar. Pilot to ATC is very scripted. This is based on AI. So, no need. Okay. All right. So you guys say no need. All right. So let's just tell the cabin crew we are, let's turn on the, let's turn on the APU. Okay. This airport is actually pretty nice. Yeah. The clouds are not looking very nice today in X-Plane, but here's a look at the AutoOrtho that we're using today, which is, you know, pretty reasonable. Yeah. All right, so we're just waiting for the APU, and we'll be on our way. All right. Hey, Lisa, can you bring the load sheet to the flight deck, please?
Okay, Captain. I'll bring the load sheet to the flight deck right away.
All right. In the meantime, we can come and check the weather here for our departure out of Jackson. Evers International. We've got winds 130-12, visibility 10, few clouds at 1,000, broken at 11, temperatures 20, altimeter 2992. Okay. Right, let's take a look here. APU is coming up. All right, APU available, and the APU here is on. This is set for, we can actually leave this open for now. And we are pretty much ready for the engine start now and push back out of our position. Okay, so let's plan our pushback and let's have, let's see here. All right, so we're good. Let's request the pushback. We are ready here. Can you request push and start, please?
Yo, Sam, requesting push and start now.
All right.
James Harden, hey, welcome to Philly. Jet B 176. We're going to get you right out. Appreciate that. 27 left Alpha.
Southwest 442. We're ready for push and start.
All right, Alpha Delta short of 26, and we have
Southwest 442, push and start approved. Tail southeast.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go. Tow is driving up.
27 to Delta, right on Sierra. 27 right Delta. We'll cross and a right on Sierra.
Cabin crew, arm doors, and cross-check.
Okay, Captain. Cabin crew, arm doors, and cross-check.
All right. So we are ready to go now, and we're just waiting for the pushback truck. And we're going to start our engines and be on our way. today we're going to really put SayIntentions to the test and see what happens. I'm going to follow the instructions to the best of my ability, and at the same time ensuring that we are able to safely land at William Hobby. So let's see what happens throughout the flight.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
I agree there with you, Demon Trader, but SayIntentions allows you to speak directly to ATC, and you can simulate emergencies and things like that. So I honestly feel that it's much, much better than Pilot to ATC. Much better. Right. Airplane is being lifted. Looks like the weather just changed.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
All right, let's release the parking brake.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Desmond Sunflower coming in with 20 francs. Thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate that. Very, very kind of you. All right, we are pushing back, packs off, and we're going to start with engine number 2. Thank you very much, Desmond. Appreciate it, my friend. Give you guys some external sounds there. Okay, engine 2.
Right on Sierra Tower 118.5 today. Take care.
Okay, thanks. We're going to cross 27 right turn on Sierra ground. Then we're going to go to Tower 18.5. You guys have a great day. Frontier Flight 2347.
Thanks, you too.
Pilot is more comfortable to beyond ATC. That is correct, yes. All right, and let's see, we can start the engine number 1.
27 left via Foxtrot, hold short 27 right. We got Papa United 2627. Back 0, Vector Juliet, runway 27 right at Delta, taxi via Alpha Delta, hold short at runway 26. Alpha Delta, hold short at 26, Juliet.
Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake.
All right, parking brake is set. Perfect.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Let's turn on the circuit breaker lights and the panel lights. Things are kind of getting dark here.
Medevac 0, Victor Juliet, 0 Victor Juliet, cross runway 26, hold short at 27 right, tower is going to be 118.5.
All right, we're looking good here. We have a good start on both engines. And we're going to come here. Let's disconnect. And we have both... I'm not sure if the volume's there. Let me increase the volumes for the interior and exterior a little bit. Maybe that's better. If it's too loud, then you guys can let me know. All right. So we have the generators on. And we're going to put the pack on auto.
Disconnected and bypass
isolation valve auto.
Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have fun up there.
And the engine bleeds are on. APU bleed is off, and the APU can go to the off position. Taxi lights are on, and window heat, probe heat are on, and everything else is set. Okay. We have a good start on both engines. Please request taxi clearance. Hello, Gustavo. Welcome aboard.
Yo, Sam. Requesting taxi clearance now?
Hey, V2 Rim, welcome aboard. And 405 player, welcome aboard. Be ready for extreme pitch-up altitude on takeoff. Yes.
With hotel.
Southwest 442, taxi to runway 16 right via Bravo 1, Alpha, Alpha 1. Contact tower on 120.90 when ready for departure.
Okay, Bravo Alpha Alpha 1.
Runway 16 right. Bravo 1 Alpha. Alpha 1. We'll contact tower on 120.9 when ready for departure. Southwest 442.
All right, so we have the clearance to taxi to the runway. Let's release the parking brake and let's go. Parking brake is released.
American 1814 back to Yankee Sierra, towers 118.5 today.
Let's set our flaps.
Welcome aboard Southwest Airlines, Flight 442, departing from Jackson to William P. Hobby Airport. My name is Lisa, and I am your lead flight attendant today. Joining me in the cabin are my wonderful colleagues, Mark, Sarah, Jessica, and Tom. We are thrilled to have you with us on this flight, which is expected to take approximately 1 hour and 10 minutes. Before we take off, I'd like to go over some important safety information. First,
All right, so 1 hour and 10 minutes. The cabin crew are addressing the passengers. Again, very nice, and all of this is automated with SayIntentions. You don't really need to do anything. It knows when the aircraft is taxiing, and therefore it starts the safety announcement.
in the event of a sudden loss of cabin pressure, oxygen masks will drop down to the panel level. To use the mask, pull it towards you to start the flow of oxygen.
All right, let's turn on our auto throttle.
Secure it with the elastic band. Remember to put your own mask on first, before assisting others. For those of you
For now, I'm very happy with X-Plane 12 default ATC as a Linux user. SayIntentions not even Pilot to AC work. Really?
exits located at the front of the cabin and 2 at the rear.
Southwest 442, contact tower on 120.9 or so long.
We also have life vests located
Switching the tower on 120.9. Southwest 442.
and pull the straps around your waist. Inflate the vest by pulling the red tabs or by blowing into the tubes. As we prepare for takeoff, please ensure your seat backs and tray tables are in their upright positions, and all carry-on luggage is stowed securely. Thank you for your attention, and we hope
All
you
right.
have a pleasant
Now, like one of you guys said, the on takeoff, it's going to be pitch up, and it's just going to pitch up like crazy. So let's bring the aircraft to a stop here. Cabin crew, seats for takeoff, please.
Okay, Captain. Cabin crew, take seats for departure.
All right, everything here is set, and we are good to go. We are ready for departure.
Yo, Sam, requesting taxi clearance now?
Why is he requesting taxi clearance again? All right. Let me set this to TARA.
Jackson Ground. Southwest 442.
That's
Ready to
definitely
taxi.
a glitch.
Hotel.
Can I use SayIntentions to ask crew without ATC? Yes, you
Contact
can.
tower on 120.9 when ready for departure.
Runway 16 right via Alpha 1. We'll contact tower on 120.9 when ready for departure. Southwest 442.
We are ready for departure.
Yo, Sam, hitting up tower for departure clearance.
All right. Now he's acting normal. Ailerons into the wind. Merry Christmas to you, my friend, and a Happy New Year.
Jackson Tower, Southwest 442, holding short of runway 16 right, ready to depart.
Southwest 442, Jackson Tower, runway 16 right, winds 125 at 11. Fly heading 160, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 16 right, heading 160, cleared for takeoff. Southwest 442.
All right, we've been cleared for takeoff, ladies and gents, and here we go. Everything looks good. X-Plane 12 is really starting to look very, very good. Alrighty. And Toga. That flicker that you're getting, I think, is the strobe. I'm not sure why we're getting the warning there.
Positive rate.
Right, gear's going up.
Gear up. 400. 1000.
Southwest 442, contact departure on 125.25.
Switching to departure on 125.25, Southwest 442.
All right, autopilot's engaged. We managed to... do you know why my VNAV always turning off after takeoff? That's because if... Okay, so if you have your hands on the yoke and if you are still applying pressure on the yoke, your VNAV will disconnect.
Southwest 442, evening, climbing past 1500.
Southwest 442, Jackson departure, radar contact, clears direct Alexandria. Climb and maintain flight level 220.
All right, we've been cleared for 220.
Direct AEX, climb and maintain flight level 220, Southwest 442.
He's a bit funny, our first officer. So, and here's a look at the AutoOrtho for the entire region now. So this is, again, you can see how beautiful it is. Works really, really well. I'm very glad that I tried it out. I think when it first came out, it wasn't really that good. But now, it actually is very, very good, and it really makes X-Plane look absolutely stunning. But even when I'm not touching the yoke, it turns off. It might be that your speeds are getting low. Let's turn off the landing lights. And engine selectors. Go to the off position. And everything else is good. I'm going to set the range to 40 nautical miles. And we continue to climb.
And I am pleased to inform you that the use of electronic devices is now allowed. Feel free to connect to our onboard Wi-Fi service.
There's a look. There you go. I think you can see the AutoOrthos now much better. As we continue our climb. I'm surprised that you're using AutoOrtho after all.
Southwest 442, climb and maintain flight level 300.
All right, we've been cleared to 300.
Maintain flight level 300, Southwest 442.
So far, I have found AutoOrtho to work very well. I haven't really had any issues with it thus far. It can, sometimes you'll find, certain areas where it's got like a green patch or a black patch where it cannot find a suitable tile to show. But overall, I think it works pretty well. being a free product, it works pretty well, and I think it does change things as far as X-Plane is concerned. I tried a flight over at Innsbruck, and it looks very, very good. I mean, the mountains and the overlay, the way that it uses the mesh, it's just really, really very good. Right, we continue our climb to our cruise altitude. Unfortunately, there's a lot of clouds, so here's the cabin, by the way, of the LevelUP 737NG. You can see the threshold logo there, but they've done a pretty good job. Yeah.
Southwest 442, contact Memphis Center on 132.5.
Contacting Memphis Center on 132.5, Southwest 442.
L. Uwain XD. Hello, Captain. How are you doing today? Watching you from Spain. Welcome aboard, my friend. Glad to have you here. ¿Qué pasa?
Southwest
Right?
442. Evening. Climbing through flight level 00 for flight level 300.
Southwest 442, Memphis Center, good evening.
So far, ATC is doing what it's supposed to do, and doing it with very accurate phraseology, giving us proper instructions. I'm just a little bit surprised that we were cleared initially at 36,000, but you can see that we are being cleared to different altitudes now. So I'm not sure why it gave us 360.
Memphis Center, climb and maintain flight level 360.
All right, that's our final cruise altitude.
Maintain flight level 360, Southwest 442.
All right. Collimator 79 Q8. Hello. So, did you have to install a lot of add-ons to get the sim you are using now? No, I actually don't have a lot of add-ons. All the add-ons I have are listed in the description of the video or the stream. I'm not sure if the multi-stream thing overrides it, but I'll have it definitely after the stream. I'll update everything there so you have it. But currently I'm using XP Realistic. I'm using X ATC Chatter and X Camera. That's it. Those are X Camera doesn't really do anything. I use it for, you know, just changing my views like that. XP Realistic gives you the shakes and the bumps as you roll down and fly. So it's a must in my view for X-Plane. And XATC chatter is the chatter that you hear in the background. Let me switch to external view, see if we can get some... Yeah. There's some AutoOrtho. All right, 29,000, 6,000 to go. So in the SayIntentions interface, you can now go to, if you go here to the settings, you'll be able to see under control, headset, you can now control the sound of the volume, which is pretty cool, I think. And then, if you go to the intercom, this is where you can select the pilot. So this is Chad that we're hearing. This is the co-pilot. You can select whoever you want, but I think it requires a restart. But we're going to select Brian. Maybe we can hear what he's saying. Maybe we can switch the voices. Now, one of the nice things in the interface itself is that you know exactly where you are flying, your flight number, all the current radio frequencies that are required for the flight. This is our flight ID, the assigned transponder code, and when you see it in green, it means you have established radar contact. Flight following is active. The destination is William Hobby. Radar contact, yes. And you can see all the chat here again with the different towers, center, departure, and they are color-coded for easy reference as well. So very easy to use interface, and it's got integration with SimBrief, so it makes it just a lot easier to operate the software and really enjoy ATC while you're flying. Hello, staff. Been having a good time with Beyond ATC, so my only question here is, how does SayIntention compare to that? Well, SayIntention is a dynamic ATC, so there is nothing scripted. Every flight is very different. You can simulate emergencies, and they would be handled by completely in a different way every time. So Beyond ATC is more of a scripted program. Both are good. I prefer SayIntentions because of the vast features that it offers. So I would recommend SayIntentions over Beyond ATC, but if you're happy with Beyond ATC, then yeah, just continue to use it. I'm looking forward to getting X-Plane 12. Love the lights of the runways and the night like you showed us a few months ago at Charles de Gaulle. Yes, absolutely. The night lighting in X-Plane looks just sensational. Very, very good. They still have a few things to fix. Some artifacts when you go through the clouds like you see here right now. But overall, I think they've come a long way. Yeah. It does look pretty good. Okay, so we are.
After our service, we will also have articles from the Southwest Airlines shop available for purchase.
Now you can hear the cabin crew telling the passengers about the meals, and they say that it's a Southwest meal and what have you. So everything becomes branded for the flight, which is pretty cool. Okay. Let's take a quick look here at, all right, climb, maintain, flight level 360. Okay, so we are at 360, and everything's looking good here. Perfect. And if we look down here, TD is in 169 nautical miles. I'm going to go ahead and set things up. So the ILS frequency is 111.3, 111.3, and 111.3 is set to the active. The approach course is 131. Okay. Right, 131 is set. Perfect. And we'll put this back on the legs page. Top of descent is in 165 nautical miles. Brilliant. Beyond ATC is upgrading to a non-script AI ATC in January. Well, when that happens, I will definitely buy it and compare the two and report back to you guys. Sounds like there is some more spending coming my way. Hey, good eats. Hello, sir. How are you doing? Just bought the Flight Factor 777 version 2. I also own the Q400, an excellent aircraft. But I want a medium flight plane. I currently use the Zebo 737. Any recommendations of planes? Oh, you mean medium range. How about the X-Crafts? The 170, the 195?
Southwest 442. Expect the Wapple 6 arrival. Plan for descent in maybe 20 minutes. Notify if you're ready to descend before that.
Expect the Wapple 6 arrival. We'll notify if ready to descend before 20 minutes. Southwest 442.
All right, so ATC has told us to expect to begin the descent in about 20 minutes from now, and if we want to descend a little bit earlier, then it would be at our discretion to request that from tower. Very, very cool that you actually get to hear all of this today in this flight. So I definitely do recommend the X-Crafts. They are excellent aircraft for short-range aircraft. If you're looking for a GA aircraft, perhaps look at the... I don't know if you like jet engines or piston engines, but you have the King Air by Airfoil Labs, or maybe the Challenger 650. Very expensive, but definitely worth it. So those are all, you know, medium planes.
Southwest 442, contact Houston Center on 120.975.
Switching to Houston Center on 120.975, Southwest 442.
All right, as you can see, the phraseology both from the tower, from the ATC, and also from the first officer is spot on. So we'll just follow whatever the ATC tells us to do, and hopefully we'll have a successful flight into William Hobby. Can't go wrong with the Toulouse A319, another good one. Yes, it's a blast to fly, and oh yeah, absolutely.
Houston Center, Southwest 442, evening. Maintaining flight level 360.
Southwest 442, Houston Center, good evening.
All right, so all is good here, and let me show you here since we can go to the wing view. Let me see if we can find some. Unfortunately, it's too cloudy right now, but maybe when we descend, we'll be able to see some more AutoOrtho for your viewing pleasure. Overall, I do like the LevelUP NG. I had some issues landing it, by the way. It's got some problems there. With the trim, just not, there's the flight model needs some tweaking for sure. All right. All right, we continue our flight. We are at 360. Let's, how about we get some coffee? Hey, Lisa, can you get us some coffee here in the flight deck? No worries.
Captain, I'll get some coffee for you right away.
No worries at all, Captain KJAN. Take care, and thank you very much for your support, sir. Appreciate it. What's the price of the current 737 you're flying? $0. It costs $0. It's free. Believe it or not. The link to it, if you're interested in downloading it, it's available on the Threshold forums as well as Orbit's website. Just type !aircraft and the link to it will be available to you in chat. And guys, please don't forget to check out my good friend Drishal's channel. I've pinned it in chat. Please do visit the guy. He's a startup channel, but he's got some really excellent tutorials. And if you want to learn how to install AutoOrtho, I highly recommend that you watch his tutorials. Yeah, X-Plane 12, I think, has come a long way. But I think in terms of the representation of meteorological data, in other words, in layman's terms, how the clouds look is something that still needs a lot of work. As you can see here, the clouds are looking really, really bad. Which is the best of this model and the Zeebo model? This one looks nicer in terms of the visuals, but the Zeebo flies a little bit more as expected, if you will. Do you have a link to his YouTube, please? Yeah, if you click on the chat message that is pinned, you will be able to click there and go to his channel. Thank you, Dougal. Yeah, please, guys, visit Drishal. He's a really wonderful guy, and he's got a really nice startup channel. He's quite knowledgeable. He's working on his PPL, so he's got some real-world flying experience, and he's a really, really nice chap. So please visit his channel, subscribe, give him likes and subscribes, and support him. All right. So they told us that we can descend in about 20 minutes. We are... yeah, I forgot the fasten seatbelt signs. Just subscribed. All right, thank you very much. Appreciate that. The Sky Check. Happy holidays, my friend, and welcome aboard. Glad to have you here with us this evening. All right, so overall, a pretty nice, nice work by the guys over at Threshold creating this this aircraft. Yeah, it's got a really nice cabin too, as you can see here. One class. I'm not sure if they're going to implement more classes, but this is all economy, or maybe premium economy with those nice, Threshold seats. You still cannot manipulate the cabin lights. Maybe that's something that will be work in progress. But overall, very nice effort. Yeah, for being free, I mean, you really can't complain. I'm sorry for asking silly questions. No, that's all right, questions. But which ATC add-on are you using, and what is the price? I'm using SayIntentions. The link to it is in the description. I believe that it is on sale for now. If you go for the annual payment, I believe it's on sale. So go check it out. Hello, Sarin. Welcome aboard. Yeah, you just click on the link. It's... oh, maybe it's not in the link stream. Yeah, it's just SayIntentions.ai. That's the website. Right, let me switch over here. All right, I think you can see, God, those clouds look horrible. But you can see the AutoOrthos here. Man, what is this? Look at those clouds are just... wow, looks really bad. I was going to show you guys also today, I forget, Visual XP Ultimate. I loaded it works quite well in X-Plane 12. It works without incident, but the clouds were not looking very good. So I decided to remove it and fly in default X-Plane weather. Renan D. Oliveira, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you here with us. And thank you very much for the support. Thank you very much, Dougal, for putting the link in. Thanks, appreciate it. Right, there we go. And if we look here, we're about 96 nautical miles from top of descent. I'm sure that ATC will instruct us to descend a little bit earlier than the actual top of descent mark here. Yeah, those clouds definitely look terrible. Sometimes the clouds look really good and sometimes they just look terrible. This is one of the days where they look really bad. I love the strobe lights on this 737. This flight actually reminds me a lot of Flight Sim Expo 2023. Because that's where we... William Hobby was right next to the hotel where we stayed for the event. Hey, Doug. Smog. Yeah. So yeah, it does remind me a lot of Flight Sim Expo 2023. It was a real blast. I hope I can make it for 2025. Have you tested all of the series level up? I'm currently focusing on the 600. No, V-Skycheck, I haven't tested all of them. The 700 seems to have some issues with the flight model, though. The trimming of the aircraft doesn't work very well, or not the trimming, but the aircraft seems to want to always either pitch up or pitch down, and sometimes you lose all controls and things, just some funny things like that. So it's not optimal at this point in time, but hey, it's free. And I don't know how active they are in terms of updates for the project, but hopefully we'll see, we'll see some, we'll see more frequent updates. All right, so that's the top of descent right there. Okay, which is in 79 nautical miles. All right. All right. If we look here, we need to actually begin the descent now. So we could actually wait just a little bit and then request the descent from ATC. The top of descent calculations on this aircraft is not very accurate, I think. So... yeah, make sure to flare early. Yeah, it has that problem. All right. If we go here. Right, let me start putting in some... All right, so we are arriving at runway 13, is it? Yes, 13 right. So we're going to go to the fixed page and RW13 right. And then we're going to add the approach courses 131 and 10. And then let's add 131 and 20. And that way we have a couple of rings, one at 10 nautical miles and one at 20 for situational awareness. You can see them now here. All right. Stingray, is it Stingray? Stingrail. I'm from Jackson. It's an honor for you to be presenting this flight to us. Oh, very glad that we're flying from someone's home airport. That's very cool. Thanks for being here, my friend. I appreciate that. Right, you can see the clouds ahead are a bit better than, the sides here. This is particularly bad. but the view ahead looks pretty good. Hello there. Is it Zunoso24? Welcome aboard, my friend. Glad to have you here with us. I do apologize if I mispronounced your name, but thanks for being here. I'm also a YouTuber. Welcome. A fellow YouTuber. Welcome aboard. All right. I'm going to go ahead and request the descent now. How about that? We are at 36, so let's go ahead and request descent. Can you go ahead and request descent for William Hobby?
Requesting descent now.
Houston Center, Southwest 442, requesting descent for William Hobby.
Southwest 442, descend via WAPL 6 for the ILS runway 13 right approach into Hobby. Altimeter 29.80.
Descend via WAPL 6 for the ILS 13 right approach. Altimeter 2980, Southwest 442.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and descend to 23, so we're going to go to level change. So we're descending. They didn't give us a specific altitude. So we're going to descend at our discretion to 23,000 feet. And we'll just VNAV. Where are you landing? William Hobby. No worries there, my friend. We are flying today from Jackson to William Hobby in Texas, Houston, Texas. Now, as we descend, I think we'll be able to see a little bit more of the nicer scenery from AutoOrtho. And from this point forward, I think we can start flying using AutoOrtho. Yeah, still we can see something. The weather is just not really that good today for a flight with AutoOrtho. FS Max, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Small Town Flyer, welcome aboard. Just climbing on board. How was your experience with SayIntentions been? It's been very good. Yeah, I really do like the product. Marius, welcome aboard. It is beta explain. This is explain 2.1.3 RC2. Yeah, the hey, SayIntentions is in the house, ladies and gents. Welcome, SayIntentions. Glad to have you here. We've been really having a ball with SayIntentions thus far. We have a new subscriber on Twitch, Monsieur Las. I'm really sorry, but I can't pronounce your name. But thank you so much for your subscription to the Q8 Twitch channel. I appreciate it. Yo, Q8, try make a smooth landing. I'll try with this aircraft. Not a very good aircraft to do a smooth landing with, but I will do my best. Thank you very much, SayIntentions. Appreciate it. Hey there, Oliver. Hello there. Hope you had a splendid Christmas. Christmas was fun. Looking forward for the new year. I hope that you all had a wonderful Christmas with your loved ones, if you do celebrate it. And I wish you all a wonderful 2025 ahead. For all of us, your subscribers. All right. I'll do my best. All right. We continue the descent. Let's decrease. All right. So here's the actual top of descent. And this is the WAPL 6 arrival as per ATC. I picked up the Q4XP yesterday and have been going through your streams on it. Just wanted to say thanks. Oh, thank you very much. I'm glad that you found the those streams helpful for flying the Q4XP. I think it's long overdue. I think we should do a flight with the Q4XP very soon. Maybe Tuesday. How about that, guys? What do you think? So this 737 completely built from scratch or taken from Zibo? It was taken from Zibo. It is based on Zibo with his permission, and I think he's assisted the guys with, with building it. So this is the only Zibo-based airplane that has the permission from Zibo himself, and he's obviously. So is it better than Zibo? In some areas it is, in the visuals maybe. But I still prefer the Zibo, personally. Hey, Two-Turn Murphy is in the house. Happy holidays, mate. I hope you are well, and I hope that you've enjoyed Christmas. Sounder AU, love the Q4XP. It would be great to see you fly it again. All right, we'll do that. We'll do that on Tuesday. How about that? Two-Turn Murphy is on the Twitch channel, guys. Thank you very much, Two-Turn Murphy, for stopping by. An excellent content creator, Two-Turn Murphy. If you haven't heard of him, I would be very surprised. But if you really, guys, if you haven't heard of Two-Turn Murphy, be sure to check out his Twitch and YouTube channels. He is a great content creator. Lots and lots of insights. Very honest guy, very humble, and very, very funny. Yeah, I really enjoy watching Two-Turn Murphy. Thank you very much, Dougal, for posting the link. If you don't mind, Dougal, can you also post his YouTube channel as well? Yeah, it's definitely very good to be in the virtual skies, Two-Turn Murphy. And again, thank you very much, and thanks for the tip on that software that you're using. I am checking it out. Thank you very much, really, I appreciate it. Can you do an E195 E2 flight? Yeah, that we can do. But maybe we'll do the Q4XP. I think it's been ages since we've done a flight on the Q4XP. I don't think there is an E2 yet, unfortunately. There is an E195 for sure. Are you planning to fly the Airport Lab Cessna 172? I would love to see it again on the channel. Absolutely, yeah, for sure. Anything you guys like, I can definitely do. It has, by the way, recently received an update. So what plane is Q4XP? It's the Dash 8 Q400. The Bombardier Dash 8 Q400. All right, we're looking good. And I think now you can see here the AutoOrthos. Yeah, look at that. Now you can see the AutoOrthos clearly. And for something that is free and that streams everything online, I think it's pretty good, quite honestly. Yeah, I do like it. I do like it. Maybe I'll do a full video on it in the days to come. But so far, yeah, I think it's pretty good. Are you planning the new PC-12? I have purchased the aircraft, and I will be doing a review. Yes. A wonderful marvel of an aircraft. I just absolutely love the Q400. It is a very good aircraft. Yes, indeed. Small town flyer.
Appreciate your content and dedication to the flight sim community. Happy New Year.
Well, thank you very much, sir, for your generosity and support and your kindness. Coming in with a $5 super chat. Happy New Year to you, my friend. Thank you very much, Small Town Flyer. Very, very kind of you and very generous of you. Thank you, sir. I really, truly appreciate it. Very kind of you. Thank you. All right, we are at 25,000. We continue the descent, and now we have it set to 23, flight level 230. I can dance Michael Jackson songs really well. Well, all right, cool. Not needing to be online is exactly why I love X-Plane compared to MSFS. So that is a very big advantage for X-Plane, is the fact that you don't need to be online. So you can do it completely offline. Alrighty. We're looking good. 24.9. All right, I think we should be getting something from ATC to tell us to descend. As we get closer to 23,000. But we'll just wait and see.
To go.
Yeah, it hasn't given us an altitude. So it's descend via the Wapple 6 for the ILS 13 right approach and the altimeter 2980. So we'll just give it some time here. Or maybe we should request descent. Lucas.
Happy New Year, Sam.
Oh, Lucas, thank you very much. Coming in with a $10 super chat. Thank you very much. Happy New Year to you, my friend. Happy holidays. I just want to say thank you for live streaming. It's really a good tutorial to watch your streams when flying a new aircraft. It takes time to remember all the buttons to press a big... Oh, yeah, you're most welcome, Good Eats. I'm glad that you find the channel useful. Very happy about that. And I hope that I can continue to serve this community in the year ahead and for many years thereafter. Thank you very much for your support, guys. I truly appreciate it. All right, let's go ahead and say request descent. Brian, can you request descent, please?
Requesting descent now.
Southwest 442, we'd like to request descent.
Southwest 442, they requested altitude.
Please request flight level 20.
Requesting descent to flight level 200 now.
Houston Center, Southwest 442, requesting to descend to flight level 200.
Southwest 442, descend and maintain flight level 200.
Descend and maintain flight level 200, Southwest 442.
How about we go to 100? Request to descend to flight level 100.
Requesting descent to flight level 100 now.
Houston Center, Southwest 442, requesting descent to flight level 100.
Southwest 442, descend and maintain flight level 100.
All right. So that will clear us up to 10,000.
Descend and maintain flight level 100, Southwest 442.
I'm not sure why it's waiting for us to request it. In the previous test that I've done, it would actually ask us to descend, which is the normal way, but that's okay. The reason I asked you to do the E195 is you can do a short flight from Asobi, Abuja in Nigeria, X-Plane 12. I will definitely consider that, no worries. Shakir El Hashlan, welcome aboard, my friend. Greetings to you, my friend. And congratulations to Saudi Arabia on winning the Gulf Cup group match today against Iraq. I've watched the game. They played very, very well. No worries at all, Captain Shakir. Let's take a look here. All right, so now I think you have a much better look at AutoOrtho. And I tell you, for a free tool, this actually looks very good. It's very sharp. And you have, you know, real photo imagery of the area here. So overall, I think it looks very, very good. Yeah. Right, standard. There we go. And the altimeter is... what did this say the altimeter was? 2980. All right, 2980. And 2980. Okay. And we need to get the... All right. Let's go to lights, 13 right. That's 13 right. And 250. Right, the barrel is set. 250. There we go. Excellent. Now it's starting to look really good. Look at the here we can look here again at the AutoOrtho imagery here, which looks pretty good. All right, what's the platform altitude? 2000. Request descent to 2000.
Requesting descent to 2,000 feet now.
There is a restriction.
Southwest 442, requesting descent to 2,000 feet.
Southwest 442, descend and maintain 2,000 feet.
All right.
Descend and maintain 2,000 feet, Southwest 442.
It is the 700 variant. All right, so we've been cleared to descend to 2000. That's the TD there. So I'm just going to go ahead and do level change. And we're going to also reduce our speed to 240 knots. There we go. Let's bring the speed brakes. Cabin crew, cease for landing, please.
Okay, Captain. Cabin crew, take seats for landing.
All right. That's good enough. And we'll continue at this speed for the time being. Right, speed brakes to 2. In a space where everyone thinks and talks so fast, that takes an agonizingly long time to reply. I prefer if you landed daytime. All right, if we go here. Right, we're approaching 10,000 feet. Here's the 20 nautical mile ring, and this is the 10 nautical mile ring. Right, 10,000. Landing lights on. Looks pretty weird, huh? Caution. Cabin altitude. That's the first. Why is it... very strange. All right, we fixed it.
Cabin is ready.
All right, thanks for letting me know.
Final approach into Houston. At this time, we kindly ask you to turn off your electronic devices and stow them until you arrive at the gate. Please keep your tray tables put away. Your seats are in their full upright position, and your seatbelts are...
Those orange colors aren't looking very good.
Southwest 442, contact Houston approach on 124.35.
Switching to Houston approach on 124.35, Southwest 442.
Does the scenery add-on impact much on performance? Not really, no. Here's a look at the outside here. Again,
Houston
we have...
Southwest 442, evening, descending through 9,000 feet down to 2,000.
Here you can see the AutoOrtho now in X-Plane 12.
Southwest 442, Houston approach, descend and maintain 2,000.
Descend and maintain 2,000, Southwest 442.
It's looking pretty good now, huh?
Southwest 442, turn right heading 285 vectors for the ILS, runway 13 right approach.
Right heading 285 for the ILS 13 right approach, Southwest 442.
All right, 285. Right, heading select. And we're going to go to VNAV. All right, so Our flight originally, our flight plan, we were going to go to Willie here and then go to Jabs, but ATC has vectored us a little bit in a different manner. So a heading of 285. So we're going to follow the instructions of ATC for the flight so that we can really test, you know, how good or bad it is, yeah? How accurate it is. How does the LevelUP compare to the Zebra? In some ways it is better. In some ways it still needs work. This is a really beautiful looking scene here as we arrive into William Hobby. Right, we need to be at 2,000. So what we can do is once we're cleared, we can go to Jabs, but we need to descend. So let me go to 1,800 feet per minute. Right, you can see the glide slope and localizer needles coming on the display now. A little bit of turbulence. All right, we want to slow down to 160 knots. And if we come here, we want 30 and 120.
Southwest 442, turn right heading 305.
Okay, 305.
Turning right heading 305. Southwest 442.
All right, 305.
Turning right heading 310, Southwest 442.
Southwest 442, 6 miles from Jabs. Turn left heading 190, descend and maintain 2,000 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway, 13 right approach.
Left heading 190, descend and maintain 2,000 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS, runway 13 right approach. Southwest 442.
House to go.
All right, so we're going to go to Jabs and descend to 2,000. So we went back to LNAV, and we can also go to VNAV. So this is 20 nautical miles, so we're looking good in terms of the approach. That is a sensational view as we arrive into William Hobby. Right, and let's go ahead and select, let's see where, all right, let's go to Flaps 5. And we'll maintain Flaps 5 until the glide slope is active. Right, and approach. Localizer captured. This looks absolutely gorgeous, guys. Look at that. All right. We just have to wait for the clearance now. And the airport is ahead. That looks absolutely gorgeous. Very, very nice indeed. Let's retract the speed brakes and arm them. There we go. Look at that, guys. With the AutoOrtho, I mean, this looks really, really good. The night lighting in X-Plane is sensational. Very, very nice. Right, we're looking good, established, and we just wait for ATC to clear us to land. Some thunderstorms here at William Hobby. Look at the beautiful traffic here, the road traffic. Very, very nice. Tell you guys, this is very immersive right now. Look at that. The rain, the clouds, the night lighting, everything looks just great. There's definitely very strong wind. So if we check here, Navigraph charts, we'll check the weather. Look at that. 180, 19 knot gusting to 28. So very, very terrible thunderstorms, light rain. I know you guys love this kind of stuff. So it really puts me under a lot of pressure to bring it safely. The ground traffic looks good. Yes, it does. All right, so here's the 10 nautical mile rink. What did I miss? Is it worth to try the level up instead of Zebo? It's worth a try, yes. He and Annie Gainst, I'm sorry if I said that incorrectly. But yeah, it's worth taking a look at. It's free. It doesn't really cost anything, so we can see the runway ahead now, and we can see there's very, very strong crosswind, gusting to 26 knots. So this is not going to be a very pleasant approach. Thank you, the Flying Scotsman. Glad to have you here with us this evening. King Ducks, welcome aboard. All right, alerts are off. Right, we can see the runway in sight, and we can see the curve.
Southwest 442, contact Hobby Tower on 118.7.
Switching to Hobby Tower on 118.7, Southwest 442. Hobby Tower, Southwest 442. Evening. We're established on the ILS approach for runway 13 right.
Southwest 442 Hobby Tower, roger, continue approach. Southwest 442 Hobby Tower, winds 195 at 22, gusting 36. Runway 13 right, cleared to land.
Runway 13 right, cleared to land. Southwest 442.
All right, so you've heard the clearance from ATC, and we have gusting to 26 knots. Do you have any visual add-ons installed other than Ortho, like X-World? No, nothing at all. Thank you very much for being here, Peter Francic, is it? All right, landing gear coming down. And flaps 25. Flaps 30. We're going to go to the reference speed, 20 knots. Wow, look at the crosswind, guys. Right, 1000. We didn't get the call out. I think you need to configure those. So my aircraft. Let me adjust my view here. That wasn't the time for a wing view.
Approaching minimums. Minimums. 100. 50. 30. 10.
Woof. Wow, that was a terrible landing.
ADDONS.
All right.
Southwest 442, welcome to Hobby. Contact ground on 121.9er.
Contacting ground on 121.9er. Southwest 442.
Wow. The yeah, it's not very easy to land this aircraft, let alone the weather conditions.
Hobby ground, Southwest 442, evening. We're clear of runway 13 right and ready to taxi to the gate.
Southwest 442, Hobby ground, taxi to 126 via Charlie, Mike Charlie, cross runway 22, then Zulu, Yankee. Have a good evening.
126 via Charlie, Mike Charlie, cross runway 22, then Zulu, Yankee. Southwest 442.
Right, I suppose the main terminal is over there.
Welcome to Houston, everyone. The weather here at William P. Hobby Airport is a warm 26 degrees Celsius with scattered clouds at 2,500 feet and no precipitation. Thank you for flying with Southwest Airlines today. Please remain seated until we reach our final parking position. Ali and the entire crew, including Mark, Sarah, and Jessica, we wish you a wonderful stay in Houston.
Well, SayIntentions has done exactly what it's supposed to do. And was your trim trimmed out? Minus was the the trimming ran out for me all the time. Yes, I had the same exact issue. Was your trim trimmed? Yes, it was. I ran out of trim, basically. So yeah, I mean, I don't know if this is something wrong I've done, or the weight and balance and the CG distribution is off in this aircraft. But definitely, it's definitely got an issue there with the trimming for sure. Right, which position did they give us? Taxi to 126. So if we go to info, general, all right. I don't see a 106. Well, anyway, all the gates are free, so that's fine. All right, let me show you guys the. Let me show you the replay. I think it's interesting to see the replay. Just a bit too high on final. Yeah, it was a disastrous. Disastrous landing, but let's do a quick let's do a replay since we're finished with SayIntentions. I wanted to it will actually, you can actually get you'll hear the cabin crew saying things as well, but you pretty much you've heard everything that I wanted you to hear. So I'm gonna go ahead and close this now, and let's take a look at our approach and landing into William Hobby. On Tuesday, guys, we are going to be streaming the we'll be streaming the Dash 8 Q400. LNAV, you can use the trim back, allegedly, I think. All right, here we go. The weather conditions were pretty bad as well, so not having, you know, testing the aircraft and not having proper... Wow, the weather was really bad, wasn't it? All right, here we go. Let's take a look. You have got to love X-Plane. Look at that. Oh, wow, there was a... So we did... Oh, wow, look at the crosswind, guys. Oof. I mean, now that you... that probably should have been a go-around, guys. What do you think? Wow, that wind, though. Oh, look at that. Yeah, so we did touchdown, And we bounced off again. Did we touch down? Did we actually touch down? Look at that. Look at that crosswind. Wow. Yeah, right there, I don't think we've touched down, but look at how violent the wind is. Oof. We're almost skid off the runway there. Yeah, I think it should have been a go-around, without a doubt. Yeah, we definitely should have done a go-around there, but nonetheless, this is a great spectacle. Look at that. I mean, this looks very, very real. The way this aircraft is coming down the runway with this really terrible crosswind, that does look absolutely amazing. I mean, this is what you see on those plane spotting. This is kind of stuff that you'd see. Yeah. Almost an aviation disaster right there. But we somehow managed to... I think the engine was skidding off the ground there. Wow. Yeah, it is stunning, without a doubt. Looks really, really good. Want to do it one more time, guys? Let's do it one more time. I don't know what I messed it up. Yeah, this is one of the things I like about X-Plane. Your right wheel was off the runway. That should be happening. That should be happening. It shouldn't be happening. What you mean? Yeah, it shouldn't be happening. That's for sure. That is for sure. Yeah, I think it reset the replay. But look, if we look at the gusting winds, and the fact that the aircraft already has some problems with trimming, we didn't really make a complete disaster out of it. So, yeah. I mean, this I just can't get over how beautiful this looks. Look at that. I mean, this looks so realistic. One of the things I like about X-Plane is this kind of stuff. Save the shot. You know what? Let's do that. Saved. There we go. There we go. Screenshot saved. Wow, look at that. Yeah, that was cool. Well, folks, this pretty much brings us to the conclusion of this live stream. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed being with you guys and all the interaction. It's been a really fun flight. We will be using more of AutoOrtho in the days to come, and as well SayIntentions, so that you guys can get a better feel for it if that's something that you're thinking about investing in. So we'll have more scenarios and more situations for you to better experience this software before you make the investment. So until then, I will see you guys this coming Tuesday, so just before the holidays, and we'll be flying the Dash 8 Q400. Hopefully we'll find another location where the weather is just as bad as it is here today at William Hobby. But until then, please take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see you all very soon. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and have a great evening.